Alright, and welcome to the Bretonnian Bash tournament. We have each legendary lord going up against each other in a tournament-style bracket, as you can see. What's the word? A couple rules to this tournament. One, I'm sad and alone and sad, so it's going to be just me against the AI, so to balance it out, we're going to play each side of the battle, which means, for example, the first side of the bracket here, you see we have Carcassonne and Caron fighting each other, so I'll be playing both factions in two separate games to see who wins fastest or if somebody else loses. And that is where we'll decide our winner. And as you can see, I have this set up in a very specific way. So I have it Carcassonne versus Caron, and Bordelot versus Chevaliers de Lyonesse. Now I have this set up this way for two reasons. One, so we have one woman and one man on each side of the tournament. And two, because the Fey Enchantress who starts in Carcassonne and the Leon Leoncoeur who starts in Caron, there you go, are both the more meta option. So if I put them one on each side of the tournament, you can imagine it would be a very difficult. It would be very easy. We would know who would win those tournaments. Let's jump right into it. Another thing I did forget to mention is that because I don't like doing all of the work during Total War battles, or just battles, anything in general, I don't want to do all the work. I'll do like 97% of it. But anyways, I did make these 2v2s, but the other armies were small. It was only a single lord and 9 units, so nothing too crazy. I did want it to be the focus to be the legendary lords, but just having, that diversity is what I'm really here for. I just can't help it, But without any ado, let's actually get into the first matchup here. Alright, welcome back to another video of the Bretonnian Bash competition. Today right now I'm going to be playing the Lyonesse half of the matchup between Alberic de Bordelot. So on this side we have a very simple plan, right? We got 2 units of Knights Errant on each flank, long line of Battle Pilgrims, 2 units of Peasant Bowmen, long line of Spearmen. Now I'm just going to sit this on the point and crush whatever shows up. That is the plan. And it looks like Lyonesse, the teammate here, is going to be... Got a nice mix in there. I don't know why these guys are all turning... Why are you turning around? Yeah, we have a nice mix of the same red with different yellows and beiges mixed there. And of course we do have Réponse de Lyonesse. Such a diva. And somewhere I have a Damsel of Beasts with just Flock of Doom, Pan's Impenetrable Pelt, and Wilson's Wild Form. Up here, I do have some Mounted Yeomen that vanguarded right onto the point, and I have 2 units of Yeoman Archers that are going to be shooting at these Yeoman Archers, starting the game up. However, as you can see, these Pegasus Knights are they're running up, and they're going to get into the action immediately. I'm trying to retreat. I was actually on top of my micro kind of at the beginning. Yeah, just trying to keep everybody moving as much as I could, trying to get as much damage as I could here as well. However, they are faster than us. They are better than us in every way, and they did jump onto my other units, which I was trying to use to distract, but I was then doing other stuff, like, looking over here or something. Again, still, I did manage to evade. However, just looking at the amount of incoming fire is just not looking good. I'm going to be honest with you. So yeah, they broke immediately. We have 2 knight units plus these yeomen. Yeah, we were just getting shot apart. But anyways, those 2 knight units plus the yeomen coming after these guys, just trying to get as much work, as much distance as I can. But like I said, yeah, they're fast. They are faster than us. So I'm going to get my Knights Errant moving, as you can probably tell. I'm going to just charge in, get my charge bonus off. Then I'm going to move these guys back, and then I'm going to win this fight, because, I'm going to have charged bonus knights. Plus fire support. So now would have probably been a decent time to move this guy back. Oh, these guys came back. Probably not going to be doing too much until they, reposition, like, maybe here. But yeah, just trying to get as much fire into those Knights Errant, just trying to get rid of them. My hordes are here, Rapunzel Lioness is here, and our mage is here. So everyone's on the point. We're just going to hold it for ever and ever and ever now. They are waiting for orders in the back, looking to maybe get some lines done. So we did manage to cripple this here Knight Errant. We got some spearmen they've charged into. Now I'm just getting these Knights Errant onto these mounted yeomen, just trying to keep their shooting as tied up as humanly possible. Over here, again, just trying to get rid of those Pegasus Knights. Same thing over here. I'm trying to position myself where I can get at their back line easily. And over here, we do have Alberg de Bordelot. Oh, no. What's going on? Oh, no. I think my game... Nope, my game did not crash. Okay. Sorry, just getting some exposure shots there. But as I was saying, Alberic de Bordelot is trying to get some out of Rapunzel. We are winning, it looks like. What all is happening here? Okay, Wilson's Wild Form and Heavenly something. What is her ability? And Sword of Corone, both going active, both giving armor-piercing weapon damage. A little bit of armor, a little bit of melee attack, you know. Living well and prospering, and it certainly has given Alberic de Bordelot the run for his money. Our Damsel of Beasts, just repositioning, trying to get Flocks of Dooms and buff spells down. Where is my troops? So Mounted Yeoman, oh, I did get the right flank Knights Errant kicking off into the Peasant Bowmen. I got these Mounted Yeomen just chasing down, making sure everything stays routed. You know, what's dead stays dead. Men-at-Arms versus Spearmen-at-Arms, probably in these guys' favor, I'm going to be honest with you. But I was all the way back here. These Pegasus Knights were haunting me. I got some Mounted Yeomen, some Knights of Errant were chasing down these guys. And I had these Mounted Yeomen over here hiding in the trees. So I was going to try and get these guys just as far away from the Pegasus Knights as we could and get the Knights Errant into the main fight, but it was, these Pegasus Knights said no. That's what happened there. They're trying to get us as... Man, it's hard to see who's who. Good thing that the enemy has wings. But yeah, we broke these guys a second time. They probably won't be coming back now. Now we're just trying to get as much arrow fire as we can onto these guys, because, yeah, they broke that unit of Knights Errant pretty bad. Did have some spearmen that shattered off those Knights Errant, so should have gotten them back into the fray. What the heck happened here? Anyways, Alberic's dead and dying, and it looks like he has decided that he's ready for round 2 against Rapunzel. Off in the distance there, he is not ready. What? Oh, I was escorting off. I wanted to get that Lord dead. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, I was pushing these guys up. Didn't realize there was a big flank, so I got all of my battle pilgrims to push forward. Didn't realize that the enemy was here. But yeah, all of my spearmen are going on Alberic, plus our good old-fashioned Rapunzel de Lyonesse. He is running away, but he's stopped by the mass of these underfed peasants. He cannot get out. But yeah, we've managed to shatter this flank as the Battle Pilgrims do manage to get in. And within 6 minutes, we are able to defeat the enemy Bordelot. So just under 6 minutes. It was like 5-4. So we'll have to look at the Bretonnian side and see what that does for us. But let's see here. 2,000 value on Rapunz. That is looking incredible. That is lovely to see. The damsel, she was more of a buff character. She got a good 600 value, not the worst. Certainly could have been better. I think I paid like 900 for her, but that's still good enough for me. None of the bowmen, none of the infantry really did too well. These guys got 700. Just barely didn't pay for themselves, but I think this is the right flank who got in to both of those units what am I trying to say here? Both of the units of peasant bowmen. Let's see what happened here. Alberic did not do as good. His Pegasus Knights were just menaces to this one. One of these guys was a menace to society the whole time. Could not get rid of him. These mounted yeomen also just very dangerous in general. Looks like the same thing here, you know. The only thing that really did well was the Knights Errant on Aquitaine, but let's look at Lyonesse, Lyonesse, not Chevaliers of de Lyonesse. Questing Knights, oh, okay. Did pretty good. Everybody did pretty good here. That's pretty good to see. Anyways, on to the next round. Alright, welcome to the Bordelot half of the tournament. The Bretonnian Bash tournament. I'm going to be playing up against Rapunz, and we have Bordelot here. And 2 units of Royal Hippogriff Knights with Alberic up in the skies. Oh, man. Alberic de Bordelot was my day 1 Bretonnian Lord, even before I had the game. I love that guy. But yeah, the method of use here is to just keep this in one big control group and crush any large which the Bretonnians might bring, because, you know, we don't really need to worry about infantry. You can see how that becomes an issue later, but that's for later. We have a damsel on a horse instead of a unicorn this time, because this is expensive. But on her we have Harmonic Convergence, Wind Blast, and Uranus Thunderbolt, just going down on everything, just trying to, you know, trying to clear the chaff. And then we have Men-at-Arms, just regular swords. I was so poor I couldn't afford shields. Real Bretonnian experience here. I spent all my money on knights. And then we have bowmen, and you know I can't resist having at least some polearms in the matchup, especially for against Bretonnia. And then here on my teammate of Aquitaine, we have some mounted yeomen, some more polearms, men-at-arms shields. Yep, they're actually better equipped than their parent duchy. Technically, I was going to do Bordelot, but I was like, no, because, you know, the bad Bretonnian infantry and all the fear of the vampires, and you know how it is. Yeah, just a whole bunch of men-at-arms. We have a damsel in the skies with Harmonic Convergence and Curse of the Midnight Wind, which gives less melee attack and armor. That looks great, actually. Then for the enemy, we have Rapunz de Lyonesse with another Prophetess of Beasts, this time with Flock of Doom, with every spell. Okay, every spell. But surging forward, we have not 1, not 2, but 3 units of mounted yeoman archers. So definitely a bit overkill bringing hippogriffs of all units, but you know we can certainly get through. And then we have 3 units of regular trebuchets. No magic damage, no immunity to friendly fire. And then just a long line of melee. So, you know, we have men-at-arms, 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 peasant mob, actually. And not 1, but 3 of those. More spearmen-at-arms. We have some peasant bowmen, some foot squires, and some battle pilgrims. So let's see how they compete against each other for points during this game. But without further ado, let's kick this game off. So something good about Alberic de Bordelot, which I cannot show you because it's not in his little repertoire thingy here. Let me just double check to make sure. Yeah, no. But he has an item called the Braid of Bordelot, which gives everything around him anti-large of like 12 or something, which, yeah, is really good. So that was the plan, to just like, oh my goodness, I just got a hate boner for all of these mounted yeoman archers. Let's see here. Now it says that I'm faster than them, but they are currently outrunning me. So what? I don't know what all that's about. Maybe should have brought. Don't have a light caster, but you know. So just going back and forth, just trying to keep the enemy on their toes. Trying to keep the bolts out of my, you know, out of my face. Moving the rest of the army up. Yeah, just trying to catch anything. I was like, oh, these guys are all tangled up on each other, as you can see. So yeah, just, oh my goodness. So yeah, just throwing up there. Or going down there. That's what I meant. And you're going to see we're just doing monstrous amounts of damage. Like, look at how quickly they're just tore down to like half health. 2/3 health even. Yeah, I did just capture the point. Not sure what Aquitaine is going for. They were going for the long con. But yeah, here's where I decided maybe this wasn't the smartest idea, as it's just, yeah, as I'm currently getting all of my knights lit up, and I only had like 19 knights, including Alberic, so not the best. But I am crunching through these Grail knights. So those guys were very elite, and now they are very dead. We got mounted yeoman archers, which are not gonna do too well against whatever's shooting at them. What? I don't know how that happened. But yeah, same thing here. These mounted yeoman archers are retreating, as our knights errant from Aquitaine showing up. As you can see, I was just running all the way across the map trying to get these guys down. And, yeah. I was not letting these guys go. I finally caught them. Alberic was on the ground. It's going down. So yeah, trying to chase down these guys, but I soon realized it is a futile effort and pushed them back. I tried to move these guys up more. I do engage here, just trying to hold back these, you know, these vile, vicious peasant mob. Wind blast going down. Just got to make sure that there's dirt all over these peasants. There's a large Chevalier contingency showing up, though. Not looking very good. So yeah, I'm trying to move these guys up and around. Just trying to... These guys were just going to hold the line. I needed to countercharge into here. Because these foot squires, quite the scary business. As they are greatsword infantry, they have, you know, anti-infantry armor piercing, or is it just armor piercing? Anti-infantry armor piercing, there you go. So you gotta keep them down. Another wind blast going down, though, and there should be a Uranus Thunderbolt soon, but let's go check up on, oh my god, they're literally chasing these guys to the ends of the earth. Yeah, it is incredible how far they are from the battle. Damsel of Heavens, of the Heavens, but she's getting unholy on this battlefield. Look at that, 50 kills, only 150 gold value, though. That's like, I don't know, 3 gold per unit, and I'm pretty sure it just skyrocketed. Yep, 62 kills, 400, wow. Oh, and I like that there's actual, like, you can see where the lightning struck. That's cool. But yeah, those men-at-arms broke quickly. My men-at-arm polearms trying to hold them in because they're armor-piercing. These guys do have 70 armor, you know. They did manage to get on my damsel, but she is not large, or not infantry, so that's good. Just trying to keep as much distance, but you know, when half of your army was over at the edge of the map, it is very difficult, so, you know, good thing I did have Aquitaine here. Lovely to see. Rapunce did get into my backfield, unfortunately. I should have been moving my damsel back, but it looks like she's going into my peasant bowmen, and these guys should have been moved onto them. But Alberic has returned, getting onto all sorts of missiles, yes. Really did not like the missiles this game. So far, no knights have actually died yet, so that's great to see, and we are just fucking up these peasants, dude. Now, look at that guy. He did not stand a chance. Alright, so Leoness did get some spearman support, and these guys are, in fact, in melee, but the Grail Knights have come back, all 4 of them. These guys are insane. I'm just going to say that. That's fucking obscene that they have come back, of all people. Damsel of Heaven's just, you know, being emotional support, looking pretty on the battlefield, but she's also packing heat with 129 kills and almost 1100 value. So she is a damsel, but she is not in distress. The enemy will not, I don't know where I was going with that. Anyways, these Grail Knight, the singular guy, finally goes down fighting. You know, he's certainly in the Garden of Moor, or whatever the Bretonnians worship as a religion, but Damsel did actually get smacked up a little bit, so I did get Rapunzel tangled up with my polearm units. These polearm units, however, it's not looking great for them. I'm going to be honest with you. This sea of red is drowning them out slowly. I decided to... Whatever he said, yeah. But Albert de Bordelot, I decided to split up my flying corps into 3 strikes, each on the field trebuchets, just trying to get any advantage, because I'm going to be real with you. I was over here, and this does not look like a very good match. Now, I had, you know, some units coming back, but when it's infantry for Bretonnia, it's a little futile, no matter how much you think they look cool. Which they certainly do, yeah. I mean, this is just beautiful to me. And then we have, so I did break them off of their trebuchets, but they did come back almost immediately. But, you know, I'm getting rid of their, all of their shooting corps. Just leaving it down to their melee, which is all exhausted by now. Granted, mine is probably also winded, fresh. Winded. Very tired. Yeah, it's pretty much a wrap. I'm gonna be real with you. But we do have the point, and it says that we have more troops, but we are. It's not looking like it. But yeah, got back onto everything here, just splitting up because I know, yeah, as you can see, they have now lost their anti-large, so. It was just a plus 12, but I no longer need the anti-large, so I can split these guys up, just making sure that everything is routed off. But it does look like the last of my infantry, well, there's a little bit of response. You know, I got, oh, all of my peasants have swords. That is incredible of them. Wow. But yeah, we have that going on, and oh, we did in fact break off this big old blob with Aquitaine support. A lot of Aquitaine support, which is what I love to see. Let's see what's going on here. And I'm just gonna shut up and let us enjoy the scenery. Alright. And just like that, with 9.5 minutes in, that means that, Réponse de Lioness does in fact take it to the finals. Now that is, oh my goodness, these Royal Hippogriff Knights certainly did a number on him, but you know, it took Bordelot 4 extra minutes to defeat Lioness, where Lioness only took about 6 minutes, so. That is very unfortunate. I would have loved to see Albert de Bordelot make it to the finals, but I'm equally as happy that Réponse made it as well. Let's see here. 159 kills and 1200 value, so this Heavens caster is certainly putting some respect on her name. And then everyone else was not... Oh my goodness, these guys actually have 900, so they did really good. Everybody else was kind of mediocre, which is what you expect from the Royal Bretonnian Infantry. Yeah, that's pretty much what you're expecting to see. But yeah, thank you for watching this section of the bracket. and I will see you in the next video.